find it weird that people like shave your pubes off. It's just like, why? It protects you from infections.
Well, never mind. I guess I'm not doing that introduction.
Well,
I just said we're going live, and then you went and saw the introduction. So no introduction.
no, I'm sorry. I didn't realize.
I said.
I didn't hear you.
This is. Gotta start listening. I can't do the introduction now because we're already going.
It's the earwax.
Yeah, it's all because of Paige's earwax. Gross.
Do your introduction.
No, I can't. I was gonna go straight into it, but now I can't because we've already started. So good afternoon, everybody. Have to be next time. It's your fault.
Please.
No, I'll do it next time.
Oh.
This is why you gotta listen. It's got too much earwax. It's the problem.
I'm sorry.
Obviously, you gotta have some earwax because earwax is important, guys. But not all over your bathroom towels. Anyway, good afternoon, everybody. How is everyone? We are just gonna do a quick one, I think, probably, just to clear up the rest of this scary piece of shit. Dog? That sounded like you. I might just be hearing things. That's fine. Don't worry about it. How is everyone? As you can tell, I am joined by the glorious Paige and all of her earwax.
Fuck off.
And Peanut is asleep face down in her blanket. Well, my dressing gown. Same thing, really. It's been a nice, quiet, calm Saturday afternoon, and we figured we'd ruin it. Well, I figured I'd ruin it by getting all spooky up in here. So yeah, we gonna wake up. We gonna do this. I have. Oh, geez, I forgot about that one. So I have read the trophies, only the trophies, but I have read the trophies, so that I know roughly what I've got to do in order to get the remaining endings. Unfortunately, we are going to have to suffer through me trying to do the what's it called? The driving again. But for now, we're going to start with a simple thing, which is to do what I'm here to do. I hope you've all appropriately calmed down since the last time we went through this nightmare. I know it took me a good little while to settle my poor beating heart. Reload the gun. Gotta pick up a load of seeds. I cannot carry more than 14. How ridiculous. So, need to... carrots. Yes, how is everyone? How has your week been since last we spoke? Since the last time we did this, what have we been up to since Tuesday?
I don't know. It probably means nothing.
Not a great deal. It's been pretty chill here, really. I mean, I had yesterday off, so that was nice. We had a super chill day yesterday, didn't we?
Yeah, it was actually quite nice. I was playing Pokemon all day on my Nintendo 3DS.
It was very cute seeing her get all excited over what she's got.
I was playing Heart Gold, if anyone's wondering. Like, it's my favorite Pokemon game. Like, Gold was my first Pokemon game when I think I was like 8 or 9, maybe a bit older than that. I can't remember exactly, but I didn't have my own Pokemon game until like quite later. I would say like not like super late. I mean, at least I was around roughly the same age as an actual Pokemon trainer as when we first started. But before that, I was always like borrowing my older cousin's Game Boy, and I was playing some of the. I think it's blue or is it red? Red and blue.
Red and blue were on the first generation, and yellow.
Yeah,
on
I
the
was.
Game Boy.
Yeah, I was playing those on the Game Boy, just borrowing his all the time and just being obsessed with Pokemon. But like, it always made me sad because he wouldn't let me borrow his Game Boy to take home with me or anything.
No, because no one's that crazy. No one loves their cousins that much.
So I would just, whenever I go over to his house, I would just play those ones. And then eventually, when I got my own, I was just obsessed.
As I'm sure we can all recall. I mean, I was. What? When did the first generation come out? I got Red. Was my first one.
Was it 99 or something?
98, 99, somewhere around there.
And then my second Pokemon game was Sapphire, which I still love. I think there's Alpha Sapphire, which I'm pretty sure I have somewhere.
Yeah, is that not the remake?
Yeah,
Or
I'm
like
pretty sure I have this. One second, I'll just Google
a
and I'll just get
re-release.
back to you.
Because that's where we've gotten to now, isn't it? Is they're all being remade and re-released and whatnot. Because they did that with the original ones on the Game Boy Advance, if I recall. Fire Red, and then they did Leaf Green instead of the blue. Because
That's on the 3DS. For some reason I thought that was a Switch game, but I guess not.
no, definitely not a Switch game.
Okay, so Pokemon Omega Ruby and Pokemon Alpha Sapphire 2014 remakes of the 2002 Ruby and Sapphire games.
Ruby and Sapphire.
That was such a little baby.
In 2002. That was a good old while ago. I was prepubescent.
That was 23 years ago. I'm really bad at math, so just give me a minute. So I was 10, so that makes sense then. So I would have been a little bit younger than 10 when I got my first Pokemon game. But I think it might have been like something that was like maybe the year after or that same year when I asked for another Pokemon game for Christmas or something. I can imagine it.
Seems unlikely.
Because I remember at the time like everyone had one. Okay. But I remember listening to a conversation that my grandma and mom had once. And my grandma was just discussing Christmas presents and stuff. And we were like, you're just gonna be happy as Larry to have this thing. That's like one of the things.
And then you were like, I'm not Larry.
If anyone's wondering, my grandma is extremely more than
Yeah, there's all the northerners.
that's just what she said. If anyone's like listening and they're not from England,
The northerners.
so I guess even if you are from England, I guess unless you are northern yourself or have northern relatives, you probably wouldn't know that anyway.
What? Happy as Larry.
Yeah, because it's not like a common saying anymore.
Yeah.
At least not by people like.
Everyone knows
our
happy as Larry.
Is it like said by people our age?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Because like I always associate it with like an old person saying rather than. Like,
It's definitely an old person saying, but I mean, where else do you think we got it from?
yeah, I suppose. It's like how my gran still says that things are ace, and I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Things are ace.
But it's just. I'm not sure if it's a southern thing as well, but I know it's definitely a northern thing of saying something's cool.
Aces. Something's aces.
Yeah, I suppose it's derived from that, which aces I'm pretty sure is like an old American saying.
I don't know. Is it?
I think so. I feel like I've heard that in like a 70s or 80s American movie before.
Quite likely. Seems likely. So, gameplay-wise, if anyone's wondering, I do believe I need to try and fall off a cliff. Don't know how one goes about doing that, though. Perhaps it's the one in there. And also, I was supposed to get...
Huh.
Hmm?
Just realized that 1970 was 55 years ago.
It was indeed.
It doesn't feel like it. Every
Well, I
time
mean-
in my head, I'm always just like, wait, that was 30 years ago, right? It's like, no.
Having not been there, I can't say I feel the distance. But,
I think I'm not saying obviously like we're more or less the same age. I just mean I think it's because I always keep thinking the 80s was like 20 years ago, but it's not, right?
Yeah, we're all trapped in that one, aren't we?
So I'm just like, wait, it's not that long ago, but then 20 years ago was like however many years ago.
2005.
Yeah, like it being the middle of the 2000s for 20 years ago is very strange to me. Like I know everyone talks about that, but like it doesn't seem as if it should be that long ago.
Sadly, our childhoods are very far away.
Because I'm 32 in June, and it's just like that's not even old, but like in the grand scheme of it, it's just like it's not. But like I'm closer to being 40 than I am to being 20. You know.
I do.
And it makes it seem a lot more scarier than what it actually is, just because it's like, yeah, but you might only be 32, but you're closer to 40 than you're ever going to be to 20. So it's weird.
So death's inevitable.
I wasn't talking about death though.
Aging is inevitable.
Yeah. Like
Time is inexorable.
It just seems like, I think because like it just feels like it goes by so slow sometimes. Like it goes by fast but also slow at the same time. Like I feel as if I've been in my 30s for fucking ever, but also haven't at the same time.
I feel that too.
It's kind of like when I first started my 20s, I feel like by the time I was 25, I was just like, this is last like fucking 8 million fucking years.
8 million.
But at the same time, didn't feel as if it was going by that slowly. It felt like I was saying, I'm 20 something for fucking ever, is what I felt like. And I hated my 20s, for anyone's wondering why I'm saying this with such like hostility.
I mean, my 20s weren't great to begin with, but then I met you, so,
Yeah, the only good thing about my 20s was meeting Nathan. That's fucking it. I hated it otherwise. It was a pile of shit.
oh, them 20s.
Like, I know people always talk about your 20s as being, like, not golden years, but, like, the other thing that's, like...
The freest time of your life.
Yeah, I was just like, I fucking hated it. It felt like entrapment, dude. Like, it felt like, what fucking joke is this? Because all the things that you were, like, shoving to the back of your head in your teens and, like, your preteen years are, like, suddenly coming to the forefront, like, in your 20s. Like, I fucking hate it. I'm sure everyone knows what we're talking about.
Yeah. I'm sure there's one or two existential crises going on as we speak. Both live and in recording. If you've been affected by any of the topics we're talking in tonight's program, please feel free to write a letter to the BBC.
I remember that being a thing. That was so cool.
That's still a thing. Whenever there's something that's like a big, pressing issue.
Well, not even an email instead?
Well, I imagine they probably have an email now, yeah.
I know people still write letters to companies, but I just don't see the point in it.
Because people like to have their thoughts and their voices heard.
The thing is, though, I wonder if, like, letters themselves, back when people still, like, sent letters to companies, were a lot less rude because they take longer to write than an email does. So, at least for the average person anyway. So
Yeah,
it's
you
like...
you gotta roll out your scroll, dip your ink.
So I feel like maybe people would just... Because you have to think about what you're writing specifically rather than, like, typing things out and, like, being, like, an asshole and stuff. So you had to, like, stop and think about what you wanted to say and make it, like, clear so people could read it. And maybe you would just, like, maybe I shouldn't say this because it makes me sound like a cunt. And then, like, when emails became, like, a big thing, everyone just kept sending, like, really shitty, nasty emails to companies because they didn't take long to send and you just didn't really think about what you were saying anyway.
It's true. I have a folder in my work's email that's just full of shitty draft emails that I've written with the intent of having a go at someone that I ultimately decided I'm not going to send this, but having written it, the catharsis of the moment has now filled me, so I don't feel quite as awful.
I've never seen this first.
Oh, no, you have not, because it's on my work email. Okay?
Well, you don't have to show me.
No, I mean, I'd have to be at work,
I know.
so
I'm just saying in general, I would like to see these emails.
yeah, I'll show you. Remind me when I'm back.
But like I said, you don't have to if you prefer not to, because I know for some people, like unsent emails are kind of like journal entries for a lot of people, and like so they're like you said for catharsis reasons. So it's like you just wouldn't maybe show them to people because you feel bad about what they say, you know, or something. Or like you're just embarrassed by what they say. So I get like if you don't want people to see them.
No, I'll show you. I'll show you.
But does that make sense?
Yeah. It's a venting of personal feelings. It's the unprofessional, emotional knee-jerk response that you're typically not supposed to have on a work day.
Yeah.
So of course, it could be embarrassing to show. And that's why you don't send them, because you know that sending them will cause more harm than good.
That's why I don't understand why people get upset when they've read someone's journal. It's just like, wow, this person's a piece of shit. And it's like, they're probably not. It's just, they're the things that most people just don't pay attention to because they're fleeting sorts of thoughts that you just don't give much attention.
Yeah, and they're not for you.
Because, like, society and yourself probably has, like, guilted you into, like, not thinking about them as much because they're embarrassing or really hurtful or something. Or, like, sound, like, fucking psychopathic or something. But everyone has them, and some people just choose to write them down just so they get it out there and, like, they feel a bit healthy about it in a mental sense because it's not in there anymore. But, like, so it's like, if you read someone's journal, I can guarantee you that you probably won't like the person as much as you used to because they don't sound as nice as you thought they were. But, like, they are still a really nice person. It's just they're more the kind of people who like to get out shitty thoughts and actually give them attention when lots of other people don't, you know?
You read another person's journal, you're gonna have a bad time.
Like, I used to journal all the time because I needed to, but I don't really do it as much anymore. But I do it on occasion sometimes. But I used to do it, like, almost every day a few years back. And, like, if someone read it, I would be humiliated by that just because a lot of my thoughts in there were just really not great. Like, I said some really, like, nasty shit about certain people, but it's just because I needed to get the thoughts out and I just couldn't stop thinking about it. So it was either that or do something really harmful to myself in a physical sense. I'm just not saying what specifically because I don't want to upset anyone. It's not really necessary.
Yeah.
You can understand what I'm talking about. But, like, so I would just get it out and I felt a lot better for it and I just didn't end up, like, hurting myself in some sort of way. So it was really healthy for me when I was in my really, like, depressive sort of stage and everything.
Yeah, I mean, that's what therapy is. Therapy is just the venting of the thoughts to an impassive, impartial person. Granted, one's a book, one's an actual person, but the idea is that you're saying the stuff that you can't say to the people, and it just helps get it out of you. Like, as you know, I've been in therapy and a few times and been able to use it to vent my thoughts and fears and angers and frustrations and get them out there, and it just makes you... It's true what they say, you lighten the load.
Yeah.
Hello, spooky red man. Don't worry, I am still paying attention to what I'm doing.
Do you reckon you can shoot him from far away?
I've tried. You can't. Yeah, I know. It sucks. So, I still need to figure out how I can fall off a cliff. And also, for some reason, planting everything doesn't appear to have done anything, which is also annoying.
So you have no more seeds?
Oh, I've got loads of seeds. I've got 7 in my hand right now. You have unlimited seeds.
game is actually quite interesting in some ways without it like being so obvious that it's interesting.
It certainly entraps you, as it intends. There's the scrapey noise. So much kitchen paper. Fuck my plates. No. Can't go back to bed. Come on, time. So, another one is for letting a horse die, which is sad, but I'm waiting to see what will happen.
You wouldn't happen to see my game cases, would you?
Game cases.
Yeah.
Is that one behind you? No, I haven't.
Well, I also have another one that I'm pretty sure has my 3DS games in them because they don't fit into this one because the slots are not big enough.
I don't think I've seen that second one.
It's like a much bigger one.
Is it perhaps under the table?
I'm wondering that myself. I have quite a bit of Switch games, but yeah, I've only played a handful of them. I think like the Switch isn't my least favorite, but I don't play it that much.
I play mine. I'm enjoying all the nonsense I've got in there.
I should play it much more, but Nintendo games are so fucking expensive.
Yeah, typically. Unfortunately.
Hooray! Found it.
Hey.
I have a lot more like Nintendo 3DS games for obvious reasons, but that's only because I've had it the longest. I've had mine since maybe like, I don't know, like the very beginning of the 2010s.
I don't think I've ever actually seen it in that case.
But I'm pretty sure I've showed you this. I have a lot of fucking Pokemon games. How many Pokemon games do I have?
I don't know.
1, 2, 3,
Oh.
I have 8 Pokemon games for my DS.
What's going on, spooky dude?
Oh, I have Alpha Sapphire.
Oh. She
got-
has Alpha Sapphire.
I have Diamond, Platinum, White, Alpha Sapphire, Sun, Ultra Sun, and X. The X has like this cool fairy Pokemon on the front.
Is that my my 3DS?
Hmm?
Is that what my 3DS is?
What?
You've got that. I think it's got like the X Pokemon.
Looks like it has something on it.
Yeah, whatever the Pokemon is, I can't quite see.
It doesn't show you what Pokemon it is.
Where's my 3DS? It was over there. Okay. Behind you.
Oh. Yeah, it's on the floor.
Oh, why is it on the floor? Is that one of them?
What?
On the cover?
Oh. I don't think so. It's just a. Oh, yeah, that one.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah. That is what it looks like. It's got like. They look like tree limbs coming out of the head.
So, although I have been around playing Pokemon since, the beginning, I am very out of touch. I played Red, Blue, Yellow, I believe Gold and Silver, and that was it. Then I fell off super hard. In fact, I think I might have talked about this before, but I remember nothing of anything else to do with the Pokemon franchise beyond the first generation, even the second generation, which I had played, is very scattered and confused to me.
There's a lot of money in this case.
Money?
Yeah.
Oh.
As in, like, just value.
Money? Yeah.
I have 2 Fire Emblem games as well. I have Fire Emblem Echoes and Fire Emblem Awakening. I have Zelda: A Link Between Worlds.
Which is an excellent game.
Zelda: Ocarina of Time.
Also a good game.
Zelda: Majora's Mask.
Excellent game.
Ghost Trick, which I got because it badged me about
Fucking
it.
amazing game.
Dragon Quest Centennials. Skies.
I need to play it because Dragon Quest is great.
And I have a fucking Rayman game. Can anyone guess what this is?
A what game?
Rayman.
Rayman 2.
3D.
What's Rayman 3D?
I don't fucking know. I don't think I've actually played it. Oh, and I have Luigi's Mansion 2.
Which I also need to play. I need to dive into that 3DS case.
What, mine?
Yeah. Because I bought... So I was very, very late to the 3DS thing. And I actually only ended up getting it because a friend of mine was telling me that I had to play Bravely Default, which I did. And I fucking love. And I love that franchise. They're so good.
Okay, so I was like complete opposite.
Like I said, I basically fell off of Pokemon. I'm very behind on how Pokemon goes. Although, once upon a time, I did discover that apparently I own Diamond. And I don't remember ever buying, let alone playing Pokemon Diamond. This was about 10 years ago now or so that I found the cartridge. And I put it into my DS, and I saw that I had like a 75-hour save file on there. I was just like, I have zero memory of this.
Sure, it wasn't someone else's.
No, it had my name, it had my name, some Pokemon on it. Like, it was clearly mine.
I love the cartridges for, like, the DS. I'm just saying. I think they're really cute and fun.
But it was very much that the Gandalf moment of, I have no memory of this place.
Does anyone else hate the 3D on the actual 3DS? I think it looks like shit.
I don't think anyone actually uses it. I
It's
mean, I'm
so
sure there are
ugly.
people who use it, but I mean, the vast majority. I've tried, like, I like the concept of, like,
It hurts my eyes.
a 3D mode that can be played without any, like, glasses or anything, but there's a reason why it died a death, and they probably stopped.
I do like how there is a slider so you can tune it to how much 3D you actually want. So I think that's kind of
It's
cool.
like it's kind of like a, it helps for your eyes to adjust to it. It's like a focus slider.
I just really don't like it.
Yeah, I pretty much never use it.
It really hurts my eyes. I don't know if that's a thing that everyone has, but I've never really cared for 3D that much.
Well, yeah, I mean, you spend all your time sitting there cross-eyed for hours on end. That can be quite bad.
Yeah. I remember, like, going to the cinema to watch so many 3D movies as a kid, though. Like, it was a huge thing back in the 2000s.
I went to 2 because I refused to accept the fad. And by both times I had bought special glasses that take a 2D image and take a 3D image and make it 2D again.
We're gonna make the same mistake again and just like, yeah, let's do this, new game.
Yeah, don't do that because that's what happened last time. You know better this time.
A 21-hour playthrough. Pokedex 140, badges 8.
It's that good.
Well, yeah, I love Sapphire. What? I fell off the bed, don't worry. Forget the big ending again.
Venus got a load of stuff under there.
Oh shit.
I was telling you to fish it out before you got on the back. That's all.
I need to get it to the toilet. She's upset because I got scared.
She's upset because you what?
Because I got scared, so she's just like...
Oh yeah, she's worried me. She's like, no, mummy, why are you scared? Okay, obviously this is not, I'm not getting much right now. Hopefully, I might be about to get one of them though.
Is that really funny? How was everyone's Easter, by the way?
Yeah, good question. Did you all have a lovely Easter? Did you get plenty of Easter chocolate? Were you met by the god bunny of eggs?
Has anyone ever seen that Jenna Marbles video where Julian, her now husband, then boyfriend, was dressed up as the Easter bunny?
I'm the Easter Bilby.
Yeah, the Easter, and I think she also was just like...
The Easter Bilby gets a knife and kills children.
Yeah. And he just dresses up as the Easter bunny and scares Kermit, that dog. It's very cute, actually.
Oh no. The door's closed and it was definitely open. You know what this means. Everyone get ready for Scream. I trusted you. Okay, it didn't scare me.
Because you've seen that last time.
No, I haven't seen this one. My racehorses brought me millions. Oh. I thought you would be wiser. So the red dude is the dude in charge. That's interesting. You had just one simple task. Somehow failed it.
Can't shoot him.
No. I know you won't be able to pay for your crimes. So it's time for a replacement. Oh no. Oh no! Bang, bang, bang! Oh, he shot me. Ah. I got 2 trophies for that one. Harvest, replant the things in a single day, and get shot in the face. Wake up. Okay, so I don't know why it's waited until then to give me the harvest everything and replant everything trophy, but whatever, we got it. So now we got 2 more endings to go. Oh yeah, we want to get maybe here first. Bullets. Want to take that. Want to test a theory. But yeah, we've had a little bit of extra information come in. So the horses are racehorses, and the creepy red dude we see lurking around is the guy who owns the place. And apparently we are unable to pay off our debts.
We're having McDonald's for dinner. I'm so excited.
Through the wonder of McDonald's apps.
Yeah, I love McDonald's things.
She do be a big fan, and she actually got me back into it, because for a very long time I couldn't stand it. I mean, I've always been more of a KFC/Burger King guy.
Yeah, but the Burger King is not that close to us.
No, sadly.
It's 2 out of the way, so...
Very far away from Burger King. When you could moida a Toiki burger in New York. Yucky. Boom. So I think I's thinking that the cliff is the one in the cave.
Wait, Pokemon Alpha Sapphire in English, Spanish, French, or German? Yes, all of the only languages. Oh, okay. Italian, Japanese, or Korean. Also, only the only languages.
Well, yeah, it's the European thing, so
I know.
you're not gonna get like Tagalog or Afrikaans.
Afrikaans is such a cool language, I think.
I mean, it's kind of just German.
Yeah, but not just.
No. Pretty sure the French are not with South Africa.
There is like
I know they have parts of Africa.
there is I know Africa's not a country, so I'm trying not to sound stupid, but I don't know enough about geography. But there is like a country that has a lot of like where most people are black, that they do speak French a lot more
Yeah.
than English or anything.
There's quite a few African countries that do that. Because a good chunk of Africa is owned by Africa. It's kind of like how is it Barbados? I think it's Barbados is technically British.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, the one wherever it is that Dylan Dylan Hollis, you know, the dude who does the baking.
Yeah.
Wherever he's from is actually like English.
Yeah, you told me
Oh.
that because I was just like, oh, the American guy. You're like, he's not American.
Oh, I figured it out. There we go. Fell off a cliff. Yeah, because he's obviously it is closer to America, and he has an American accent, but in terms of nationality, it's actually British.
Yeah, like when you told me that, my mind was blown because you were like, they also celebrate Queen Victoria and stuff. I'm like, what? It was so baffling to me. It was like,
Just need to get one more now, and we all know how bad. What am I doing? I don't know why I'm doing all of this. All I need to do is I need one bullet. Yep. So now I need to get the car running, and then somehow win the car driving, because apparently I'm a shit driver. Who'd have thought? Don't everyone jump to my defense at once.
I think, I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure Alpha Sapphire is a little bit more advanced than Heart Gold, I think, because
Yeah.
I think it looks a lot more 3D-esque and more like modern than Heart Gold does.
Sapphire came after Gold, didn't
Yeah.
it? So it will have like slight improvements over it.
Yeah, a lot of this is way more 3D than Heart Gold does.
Not gonna lie, I am kind of feeling like playing a little bit of Pokemons.
I'm always inspiring him.
I kind of feel the need to finish whichever one of the Sword and Shield that I've got. I bought one each for us so that they got them, but I don't remember which one. Who got which one? Oh, not a little sprite. A little Judy sprite.
I just don't remember like Alpha Sapphire that much. Like, I don't know. I think my memory tends to blur a lot on the remakes ones. Or just Pokemon games in general. Like, I remember like basic sort of landmarks, but typically they kind of all blur. Even if I know there are ones that are better than the other ones.
At least you've got something to go on. I've got blanks all round.
This is 3D as fuck, dude.
3D as fuck, boy.
Because, like, Heart Gold is not a 3D game, it has no 3D capabilities. But, Alpha Sapphire is, though. But Heart Gold is just a regular DS game.
I could talk forever about Zelda. I know a lot about Zelda games. I've played a lot of
I know fuck all
those.
about Zelda.
I've beaten nearly all of them, although I still haven't touched Breath of the Wild. But I do have your copy, so
Yeah, I gave that to you because I don't like it.
maybe I should stream Breath of the Wild.
That would be cool because I think it's apparently a pretty chill game.
I love Zelda. Ever since I got my first one, which was Link to the Past. One of only 2 games that I have on my Super Nintendo. Okay, everybody, are we ready to watch me fail at driving a car again?
You can also just run around immediately without making running shoes.
Which you were very upset about last time.
Yeah,
Give me the running shoes.
I hated
Where are my running shoes?
the life of the running shoes.
God damn it, where are my running shoes? Here we go. I hope you're ready.
Why are you running?
Why are you running? Why are you running? Bye! Bye bye, Scary Farm. I'll be back never, I hope. Why are you running? Why are you running? D&D to steal. This is like when I go out driving, it's slightly raining and everything's going wah, wah. Oh really? Straight away. Why am I so bad at this? Now I gotta do that all over again.
I'm trying to figure out how old my Auntie Rachel is. Because, good news by the way, like my Auntie Rachel is coming to the wedding. I'm really excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too. I've never met her.
She was like a big sister to me when I was little. Like when I was like, because there's so many pictures of us when I was a toddler, and I was just like curled up against her while she was reading the book. I can't remember how old she is though. Like, I'm pretty sure she was. Because my mom was 17 when I was born, and I know they're not that close in age, so maybe she was around 14 when I was born. Something like that, 13, 14, so. Yeah. So she's probably in her 40s somewhere.
So, I didn't actually know that. That means that your mum's the same age as my boss.
Really?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure I've told you this before.
You might have. I might have slipped my mind.
I don't care if anyone judges that, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but-
no, I'm not against, like, I'm not for teen pregnancy. Who the fuck is for teen pregnancy? But, like, it happens. Because I think people these days are less, are less judgmental about it, especially since there's now, like, programs called Teen Mom.
Teen mom.
Like, what the fuck?
Go hang
that's
out with
so
these
weird.
teenage parents.
Just, like, glamorizing teen pregnancy.
Yeah,
it's
it's
so
not good.
weird.
Like,
Especially when the girl is like 13 and 14. I'm just like, what the fuck am I watching?
It's not great, but at the same time, it's also not completely doomed. Like, I've told you, I've got a friend who is he's a midwife. And he was telling us about how, like, you can never tell with parents, because he's known people who've been in like their 20s or their 30s who are absolutely abysmal parents. But he also helped this one girl who was 14, and she's like the best parent he's ever seen. So, like, you can never judge, but it's always better than not to.
You're still a child yourself. Like, your brain's still developing as well as your body. Like, aside from it being like a bad thing mentally, I would be like, your body is still not fully developed, so that wouldn't be safe for you in a lot of situations.
Yeah.
Like, I think that it's much more of a higher risk for a teenage girl to get pregnant, give birth, because she's still a child, you know, physically speaking.
Yeah.
I guess mentally, but you know. Luckily, though, I have never been pregnant.
Neither have I.
And, like, I'm just super proud of myself for never being a teenage mother, because, yeah, fuck all that.
I aspire to be a teenage mother.
Ew.
One day I will be one.
Wow.
There he is. I see you. Boom, boom, boom. Click, click, click.
I know that people are just like, yeah, don't judge and stuff, but it's just like, why wouldn't I judge someone who got pregnant at 12 or some shit? Like, I'm gonna judge that.
Well, didn't you say not to judge?
I didn't,
Like,
no,
like 5 minutes ago?
I mean, kind of, but I just mean internally. Like, I do on the inside, but I don't say anything on the outside.
Yeah. It's called being polite.
Yeah, but I just mean, what about the judging is that a lot of people will say stuff, like, in chat or, like, to you, and it's just like, I'd rather not do that. That's what I'm trying to say.
Here we go again. Let's do it. Will we do it? Can I drive it? Yes, you can. Can I
Joey,
drive
keep your eyes on the road, man.
it? Not on the road. Can I drive it? And I feel so far over. Is this steering wheel too close to the door, or is it just me? Like I said, I've got in this game, you're dead. I was like, what?
It's kind of cool that, like, you get information from their parents in this, because, like, usually you can just not really,
Usually you don't have a dad.
or, like, just not really informed in any sense, you just kind of but, like, you having an actual emotional connection with them.
Is your dad a gym leader?
I guess it's supposed to be hard for
This? I would assume so.
me. It's like the Souls games.
The title is No Way Out.
It's supposed to be.
And yet somehow I have found 6 already. I was going to make an extremely different joke then, but then I went, that's not. Don't know.
It's gonna be a big fucking truck.
Yeah, there is. Out! More lights. Oh, I don't like that. Why would they like that? They were all in a line. Oh no! There was a nail strip.
Was it?
Yes. Oh, oh, we're still going. Oh, never mind.
Well, that's good.
He got me. I escaped with the car, almost.
You should get a trophy there.
I did. Hey! Does that mean that's it now? Oh no. I guess the title wasn't lying. There really was no way out. So I think that's actually all the trophies. It's used to. Oh, right, yeah, because point gun at face, that kind of thing. Interesting. So I think... Is that it? Is that just like proving the point that you've got no hope?
Trico, Torchic, or Mudkip? I don't fucking know.
The grass one. Out. Did that always say out? Is that the only way out? I'm confused. Like, is there anything else to do? No, I don't want to quit. I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do, just for a little while. I feel like there's something else. There's got to be something else, because that can't be it. Yeah, that can't be it, surely. Alarm. Don't you just love it? Here you go, horsey. 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 I feel like this game requires more Nick Cage teaching us about the importance of llama milk. Or alpaca milk.
I wonder what that tastes like.
Nutty. Just a hint of cacao. Possibly. Who knows? Nick Cage knows. He'll tell you all about it. You should watch, a recommendation is Color Out of Space. If you've read Lovecraft, then you'll know it for what it is. If you haven't, then I highly recommend reading some Lovecraft as well. I do love me some Lovecraft, even if he is a little bit of a bastard. Or was. He's long gone now. As is his poor cat. Yeah, I'm not sold on there being anything else, because
What?
I think this is everything.
What do you mean?
That they think it's everything?
So you can't actually leave or anything?
I don't think so. I think, that's it.
That's kind of lame. Isn't it like an unfinished game or anything?
No, it seems pretty finished. I'm just having a quick look to see if there is anything. Yeah.
Okay.
Mute video on Steam going beep 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 beep. Yeah, I think that seems to be it.
Did you use the dishwasher?
Yeah.
Ah, I just forgot to say thank you.
It's going now. But yeah, I mean that's it. I think that's everything. Thoughts on the experience? I suppose it was pretty interesting. Like, it definitely got pretty spooky, and then it stopped being spooky. Like, I didn't get any spooks at all this time around. As much as I am obviously a firm believer in the idea of, less is more, you don't need to over-explain your premise, I feel like we're probably lacking in a little bit of information. Because, like, we get no real understanding of what's going on. We don't know why we're here, other than to look after racehorses. And that we can't afford to replace them if we let them starve. We don't know what the hell is going on in the cave. No idea what the whole planet destroying thing was. I mean,
Yeah.
that kind of feels a little bit random and tacked on for the sake of shock and awe.
Yeah.
Would have been cool to have like a reason as to why that was happening.
This just came out of nowhere. Now you get like no information on that.
Yeah. I feel like if it weren't for that, if there were something else that was relevant to what's going on in those caves, then this probably would have been a bit of a better, tighter experience. But in terms of just, that kind of spectacle, didn't really do it any favors. But yeah, I don't think I can actually recommend this one, because if you've watched both if you watch the 3 hours it took me to do all this, then you've seen everything.
Is that really it?
Yeah.
Wow. Sucks. What's the point?
I don't know. Luckily I paid next to nothing for this, so... You know. For like a £1 game, that wasn't too bad. It was quite entertaining, and I hope the videos... Excuse me. I hope the videos were at least entertaining. Guess that's really all I got to say on this. Yeah, it was a 6 out of 10 good time for what it was, while it lasted. Could do with more explanation or less content, I suppose. You know, just something so that you can, like, you know, learn a thing. Even you don't necessarily even need to have like full-on answers. It doesn't need to be actual explanations for things. But the fact that there's nothing, there's no notes, there's no scrolled messages, there's no hints about anything, kind of leaves it feeling hollow. Like these things were put together for the sake of making you go, ooh, I wonder what it was, when you're never gonna know, you know? It's a little bit cheap in that sense, so yeah. If you're able to erase your memory and have forgotten everything from these videos, give it a go. And let me know if you could transfer that, because I would like some of that too. But yeah, beyond that, I think we're done. I think there's only really one last thing left to do. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go say goodbye to the horses. It's a lovely spring day. Double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon, hella ass, the sun is shining. Hello, horse. I hope you enjoy your seeming lack of existence once I close this down. And I guess for everyone at home, thank you so much for watching this weird thing. Something new will be coming on Tuesday. I'm not entirely sure what yet. But it'll be something. It won't be this. Until then, do you have anything else you'd like to add?
No, that just kind of sucks.
Yeah.
I guess I was so excited to see what was happening.
Yeah, well, you saw what was happening. We just don't know why, or how, or what for. Until Tuesday, have yourselves a good weekend. Take care of yourselves. Don't get trapped into monotonous ruts like this. Help free yourself and help others free themselves from inescapable monotony. Help make the world a better place. Let's all work together to have fun and enjoy ourselves, you know? But until then, bye-bye. Bye-bye.